Welcome, everyone, to Audiolosophy. This is a podcast where we talk about music, philosophy, and anything related to sound waves. My name is Serge, and I would like to thank you for joining me on this awesome adventure. Before we get into our show, I'd like to thank our sponsors, True Force Fitness Wear, inspiring you to be the best version of yourself every single day, both physically and mentally. And now you, too, can own a piece of True Force Fitness Wear clothing. If you use the promo code at checkout labeled AudioForce, you will get 10% off your purchase. And make sure to like them and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our second sponsor, Zetnom Sounds, your audio and visual specialist supporting the scene since 2010. They got some cool shit out there. Today we have my friend Ian, or as he likes to go, Persuadeo. We talk about how it is to work in a duo rap group, especially when you're too far away, and the preservation of just getting through shit and just going through the grind, and we just learn about a lot about life. We talk about the local music scenes and how it connects with everyone and how weird shit happens. Give it up for Persuadeo. All right, we're live.
Hey.
Kind of.
All right.
We're not live.
We're recording.
Recording live. All right, dude. It's been a while since I've seen you.
I know, dude. It's been like since 2011. Or I think last time I saw you was like at the Annex when the Skunks were playing.
That was a long time ago.
Still a long time ago. Maybe 12, but that was a long time ago.
I was even in the ska band back then.
Yeah, because you were recording it. You were recording the bands at the time.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So it's been a long time, dude.
Yeah, dude. So what you been up to?
Just working and making music. Been making music since then, for sure. I think my first album with my group of New Hope came out when we had class together.
Yeah.
And then since then we've dropped 6 independent projects, or full projects, then and 1 EP, and I'm just now working on a solo EP.
Right on.
I'm putting out next week, or
give me a date drop, because I think that
because if this is not yet, on April 25th.
So it'll probably be out.
Yeah,
it will definitely be. Are you gonna put it on Spotify and all that?
I'm have it on SoundCloud and Bandcamp for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, I got one song with a sample. So
if
I put it up there, I'm probably just going to have to take that one off because I'm not trying to deal with any legal rights and stuff like that.
I got it.
Caught up, you know?
Yeah.
I don't completely understand how all that works, and I don't really have a name enough to like reach out to people like, hey, can I use your song? So at the moment, it's just kind of like everything else that's produced all by me, I can put that stuff out and have it available.
What do you sample?
Baby Bash.
I mean, he's right down the street in Vallejo.
I mean, yeah, he's close enough, but still, I'm not there yet. But
I think my cousin's actually good friends with him.
Oh man, dude, just ask him.
I haven't talked to my cousin.
I really try to avoid sampling most of the time.
Yeah,
I like to make just for that reason, because like if we're putting all this work into songs and stuff, it sucks. I don't do it to sell it, but it's nice to be able to. Or even have it on platforms where they have the option. Yeah. But that song, the sample like fit so perfectly when I was making it. I was like, I'm doing it, whatever.
Which Baby Bash song?
I don't. That's
Doo-Wop.
That's my song
from the first album.
I don't know. It was from a mix CD.
Oh shit!
That's actually kind of a cool story. I'll tell it right now since we're in a podcast. I had this beat I was working on like since 2014. Mm-hmm. Not like the whole time working on it. It's just I had it, never did anything with it. Every time I'd open it up, every now and then I'd be like, it's not enough. And one day I was at her house and I was just working on different beats, and I kept pulling it up because I wanted to do something with it. I liked it, and I'd been using a lot of old stuff for my new EP. But something wasn't there, and she had a mix CD her older brother gave her, like in 2004. It was just like, back when we had like a Memorex CD with like a bunch of random songs. And I was like, let's listen to this. And I put it in, and that was like the first song. I was like, this song's kind of tight. Yeah. And then I was listening to it for a while, and I just drug it over. And all I had to do was change like 1 or 2 notes. She helped with the melody, and it just fit. And I was like, that's the easiest sample I ever made. Usually I'm sitting there for hours wanting it to work, and it still doesn't completely work.
It just worked.
Yeah, it just worked. And I was like, all right, I'll have a sample then. But yeah.
Right on, man.
Baby Bash, Doo-Wop.
I know I've heard that song before, but I haven't. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had his first album, like back in high school.
Oh, I never did. I just remember that, and they had more recently like the Blow It in the Face one, one of the smoker slappers.
Yeah, dude, that's Fool's local.
Yeah,
it's tight. Artist. Yeah, because I think my cousin actually worked with him because my cousin raps. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know that until my sister pointed out. She's like, they're good friends. I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm like 4 fucking steps away from Ti.
You're like, just knowing that is enough for me.
Yeah. So, dude, I haven't seen you in hella long, but you lost hella weight.
No, dude. Cardio and vegetables. It's
right
crazy. Everyone asks me, and I'm just like, yeah, it's what everyone's been telling us all our lives. If we just do it, it works.
Just eat hella veggies. Yeah, because I ballooned up for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back down to like my high school weight now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when I hit that, know what one of my goals was my license weight.
Yeah.
Because I was easily 300 or right under 300, and my license was like 230. I wasn't 230, man. Like definitely when we had class together, that was probably the heaviest I was.
Yeah.
And I just eventually, like, at some point, I just got tired of it and wanted to be a little healthier and stuff like that. I had digestive problems, when you're eating shitty, like it doesn't help you.
Yeah, so, no, it doesn't.
I started eating better and I started exercising and stuff like that. And then I hit that hit my high school weight, but also my ID weight, because that's where I got in high school. I was like, ooh. And I just recently got to, not got to go to the DMV, but I went to the DMV and they asked me if my weight was the same. I was like, nah, put that down about 20 pounds. I was like, y'all don't even know. I lost a lot more than just that, but I was kind of juiced. I was like, actually, you know what? I'm going to set the bar a little low.
You're going to fuck yourself up in like 20 years.
At least to gain the weight back. I'm like, damn it, now it looks even worse.
So what you got plans right now? You got any shows lined up?
Nah, dude. Our shows are kind of few and far between. Like I'm definitely trying to network more. I did because most of the shows we do are it's me and my group in A New Hope with my buddy Thomas, and that's where most of our 90% of my material that's out is with. Yeah. And we got cool with Nick at the Gilman. He's the head booker at the moment, and pretty much we've done about 3 of the hip hop nights. And then from there, I just asked him, I was like, hey, who do you recommend for me to talk to about getting shows? And he recommended me to a dude named One Word. And he got us a show in, where was it? Albany? It was like right above Berkeley. It was Albany. Yeah. And we did a show there. And from there, I met a band, more associates of Nick in the first place. But I talked to one of those dudes, and that ended up being the guy who mixed my album. So I've just been networking, my EP, but... I've just been networking with people trying to get shows as well as help me promote and stuff like that. But I don't have anything lined up at the moment. Even if I do, it probably wouldn't even be promoting my EP. It would probably be still trying to rock with A New Hope, because that's with the most time invested's been. This is just kind of like a growth thing, Yeah. When you spend like 10 years just writing one verse and a chorus, you're kind of like, man, can I write a full song? Like, and I was kind of thinking, like, I know I can write that much, but like, can I really sit down and write like 3-verse songs and 2-verse songs and everything from scratch? So this is just kind of like flexing my abilities.
So in A New Hope, what do you usually do? Do you write a lot too in there? Or?
Yeah, I produce most of the beats. Okay. Like here and there, we've gotten beats from like friends. Yeah. And here and there, like my buddy Thomas is like made a few things, but he's not as big into it. And so I'd say about 90%, 95% of the beats I make. Okay. And then we just write our own stuff. So I got a verse, he gets a verse. Every now and then one of us has 2, but our most of the time it's just 1 verse each, and then I do a lot of the choruses, but then sometimes he does choruses as well. It just depends on the vibe of the song, what we're feeling. But yeah, we just kind of share but we write for ourselves. Right on. The only time like someone doesn't write for someone else is if like, I think sometimes I've written a chorus and I was like, I just can't sing this because I can't sing. So so I have like the half-assed rapper singing. Yeah. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's the only time I've like had someone else do stuff for us. And so like I've definitely Isabel has featured on a lot of our songs. I think As a Fog Thickens, only one of them I had written. All the other features she wrote for. And then I think I wrote something. I did something for our buddy Jesse, who's in the Rutabangas. They're a reggae band. They've been performing at the Gilman lately.
It sounds really familiar. Yeah. I probably saw some of their flyers.
Yeah. So our friend Jesse's in that band. Yeah, I don't have a lot of rapper friends.
Yeah.
They're all in like ska bands and reggae bands.
Which is weird.
I'm just like up in this whole different like circle.
I'm like, it's the Bay, man. Come on.
Like there's rappers everywhere. I'm just like, yeah, I just don't know them. That's cool. It's unique.
I think we went to school with a couple. You know Kirby? You know Kirby?
No. What's his real name? Or was Kirby's real
We
name?
all called him Kirby, but that's his stage name too. I think it's like Kurt something. Kurt.
No. What school did you? Was that Chabot?
Yeah, he was at Chabot with us.
Oh no.
And then Najee.
No. I
Oakland Mind?
totally wasn't on networking back at
Back
Chabot.
then?
Yeah, back at Chabot, I was like really. Like I just made stuff and put it on Facebook, and that's still what I do now. But like I wasn't meeting people face to face. That's more of like the past 2 years.
Right on. I'll try to after this. I'll hit you up with some people.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I
no
really
problem.
do. Because after 10 years, it's like I just want people to hear it. Like
Yeah.
At this moment, like I'm not even really trying to be like, oh, I want to make it super big and all that. I just want to enjoy myself and actually be able to do shows more frequently because it's fun,
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, dude. How do you feel about Hobo Johnson? He's blowing up.
Dude, that's what I was showing you. The guy yesterday, I was watching this video. He had the really curly hair, and I was like, he makes really like unique music, but it's like totally like
It's like emo rap.
Yeah, I'll show you again later. we were watching it yesterday. Dude, he's tight.
Yeah.
I think he did a show at the Gilman that I went to, and I left before he went on, I believe. And if so, I'm totally upset at myself because that was like the most easy time to see him.
Yeah. He sold out bottom of the hill.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's because like when this is just me. I'm pretty sure he was at the Gilman. If not,
I think he was.
Yeah.
Because my girl, she's from SAC, so she knows about him.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, he was at Gilman.
I had been seeing his posts, especially through like or people I know who like were sharing stuff. And at first I was probably like everyone else. I was like, well, what the hell is this? And then like I listened to like one song, and then I'm like, meh. But then I got to listen to another song, and then I listened to another song, and then I was like, yo, this dude's tight. Like,
Yeah.
it's totally mesmerizing, and it's kind of like he's like the most vulnerable person I've ever heard in hip hop because it's like almost like the stuff he says is almost kind of like almost embarrassing to say.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, dude, he just makes it work, and it's like, it makes like a super weird flow with it too.
Yeah.
I like his stuff. I listened to his album at the gym the other day. It was the weirdest experience because it's not exactly hyped up, but I was just like, I just want to know what else he's about to say. But I definitely enjoy his stuff.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you saw, but some people are calling him out.
Call him out for what?
I guess he's claiming Oak Hills, which is like a neighborhood in SAC.
Oh, really?
He was only there for like 2 years. Like I had to have this because, like I said,
he's a hobo, man. He claim everywhere.
I don't know, but I don't know because I was trying to explain to my girlfriend, and she's like, "But it's from SAC." I'm like, "Dude, it's like saying, you're from East Oakland when you're from West Oakland."
Yeah,
when
you're living in Piedmont.
You can't claim.
You can't do that.
You can't do that, especially as a white dude.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I think he was just trying to bring a good image to Oak Parks.
Yeah.
But
is that where he did a lot of those live shows though?
I think so.
So at the same time, it's kind of like, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because it's like hard to pinpoint. It's like
it's kind of like if I was like talking at Berkeley because I've done like Gilman shows and stuff like that. Like I'm not from Berkeley.
Yeah.
I don't stay there or even chill there a lot, but it's kind of like that's where I got a lot of my shows, and maybe that's where he's going for it or going with it. I saw he had an interview with a dude from the Needle Drop. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The Needle Drop is this dude. He has a YouTube channel and he rates albums, and it's just I always watch them because like sometimes he crazy critiques them. So I'm like, I want to know. Like he'll like rate a Kanye album like at 6, and then people get super mad because they're like, yo, this is a Kanye album. And then like he'll give like another rapper that's super new that people don't like as much. He'll give them like a 9. I'm like, so I'm always interested. I'm like, yo, what's he gonna say? Like, but I saw he had like an interview with him, like a FaceTime interview, and I was like, this dude made it. And I was like, man, I've been seeing like I saw him trending on Apple Music one day. Because and when it's trending, it's like only 3 artists. So I was going to search and I looked, I was like, no way. And that's when I first heard his like actual studio stuff, because all I ever saw was like his little live viral videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, then I saw he was trending on Apple Music, and then I saw him interview with like famous YouTube channels. I was like, this dude made it, man.
That dude crazy. But he also plays with a backing band too, which I found pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the video, it was tight because I want to talk about the video a little more. It was when this black dude just came out to him, just like berated him.
Oh, about
claiming the hood, I guess, because I think that's how that's how it's viewed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, I had my talk with my sister because she's a little bit more.
You said she's from Sacramento.
Oh my girlfriend's from
Sacramento.
From there, but I was talking to my sister because I had to try to explain it to my girlfriend because she didn't really understand the mentality of hood mentality, and my sister does because my sister grew up in that. I'm like, dude, you just can't claim it. You just can't claim it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I know not to claim it. You know?
Yeah.
We're from San Leandro, so we're like 2 exits away from Oakland.
Yeah.
But we can't say, hey, we're from Oakland and all that.
Yeah,
because this is not where you're from, and people are really protective of that, and as well as the image, too. So you have, like you said, even being a white dude, you got to be careful with that shit.
Oh, yeah.
A white dude in hip-hop, like, you can't just say anything. You got to know that. But, yeah, it just depends on how he was trying to claim it, too, you know?
Yeah. Because I'm not too informed on it, but I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't happen very often, and when it does, it's like...
Especially with, like, his type of rap, too. I would never imagine him to have, like, a beef with... about claiming territory.
Yeah.
Shit, when it's, like, super, like, emotional, vulnerable rap music.
Yeah, because it's not like gangster rap. Yeah, it's far from it.
You don't hear it in the music. Like, you don't hear him claiming anything or name-dropping stuff.
It's like... Yeah, I guess... What my girl said, she kind of didn't like that he was the face of hip hop for Sac. That's what she said.
I'll give the most recent because they have Mosey, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd say he's more of the face of hip hop for Sacramento, but then Sacramento just got to start putting more people out there. Then if you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be moving out there soon, in like a couple months.
Gonna be hot, man.
Yeah, and I because I would go visit her families, and we go.
Yeah. So she stays out there.
No, she's here with me for now.
Okay.
But we're it's too expensive here.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So we're gonna go out there, but it's weird out there.
Yeah, dude, it's
really weird out there.
My mom lives in Elk Grove, so it's like outside Sacramento.
Same.
So I'm familiar with the area. That's the thing. I'm like, I don't really know if I'd want to live out there. But crazy cheaper. Yeah,
hell yeah, because that's where we're gonna be. Elk Grove.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you know the area.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice, but it's definitely different. It's not the Bay Area.
It's not. Sure. Yeah, but hella Bay people are going out there.
Well, because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like half the people I work with all live at least in Tracy or farther, and they commute.
Did you watch Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Remember, Asgard is not a place; it's a people.
Dude, the Bay Area is not a place; it's a people. I mean, that's pretty true.
Yeah. Let you think about that for a bit.
Let you take that home with you, man. Think about that shit.
That's what happens when you stop smoking marijuana.
Start thinking.
It's worse now.
It's worse, but I'm more paranoid and then I'm more aware of shit.
It's like, no, I don't want this world. Shit, dude. So, what got you into music, dude?
Shit. Like, into making music or just passionately listening to it? Like, where we...
What started first?
Like, listening to it. Like, because even like my childhood, like elementary school, I didn't listen to that much music. I think I had like a Will Smith CD and like the Road to El Dorado soundtrack, and I was like steady rocking with. And then it wasn't until like middle school that I started like really listening to music. And I was into like, back then, like my dad only listened to rock, and my mom listened to like pop music and stuff like that, like country and stuff. But neither of them liked rap. Yeah. So like and when you grow up like in a household like that, you when you're a little kid, you kind of go with what your parents are saying. So like, yeah, rap sucks. So all the and you get like stereotype like all they do is glorify like we call drugs or abusing women, shit like that. And then I would listen to all those rock bands with rappers, and then like for the longest time I didn't even associate it. And then eventually when I started listening to rap, I was like, there's so much good shit. Like, it's such a stereotype that there's like that rap's a shitty genre. Yeah. And then so that's when that was probably about middle school and high school. And then looking back, I was like, man, all the rock bands I liked were hella influenced by like rap. Yeah. But you remember back when like Linkin Park was huge, and like you got your Limp Bizkits and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. I didn't really listen to Rage Against the Machine that much, but like if songs Sublime. Here and there, exactly, dude. And so like when I look back, I'm like, all right, so I always liked rap. It was just It was disguised. Yeah, exactly. So, but that was probably middle school, and then I started making music the end of high school, like junior year.
All right.
And really, what it was is like I had a program like on my remember like IMAX,
Yeah.
you know, like the dome and the screen and all that. I had one of those. And I had GarageBand.
Oh, nice.
And one of my friends was like, "Oh, dude, play with GarageBand or whatever." And like I started making like really we'd use like loops, so we weren't making anything. We were just taking a drum sample and like a keyboard sample, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we just slowly started like making songs like for fun. Like they're really goofy. Like one was like "Hella Good Day in the Bay." The other one's like "Our Posse." Like our posse. And for real, it was just like a song about our friends and stuff like that. Just name dropping and stuff. But it was just all goofy songs. And then I think like right before senior year or middle of senior year, it was like right before senior year. There's 4 of us, and only 2 of us really like stayed with it. We made like our first like serious song that actually like meant something, and like our first like song about like females, and it was just over from there. That was like the blueprint. Because we just like stayed, like we still had made silly songs and stuff, but it was just like a lot of serious stuff because we were like, yo, this is kind of tight, like making something that first, goofy songs are fun, and we post them on MySpace, and our friends would be like, oh, that song is funny. But after a while, I was like, well, I'm not trying to be Lonely Island. Like I want to like, be like these artists that I really like, and so it was cool like having a song that was actually meaningful, even from like a 17-year-old's perspective. And then so it just flourished from there, and we just kept doing it,
Right on.
And that was my group, A New Hope. So that since high school, and since we really started being serious about it, it's just been like that since then. We never really stopped. Like my buddy Thomas, who's this other member, he was in the Air Force for 6 months. Not 6 months, stupid. 6 years. My bad. 6 months ain't that bad. 6 years. And I remember it was right around the time that we had class together. It had probably been about 9 months to a year that we weren't making anything because he was gone. I was like, dude, I bought a mic, you buy a mic, and we recorded a significant amount, 4 of our albums just with him, either in another state or in Europe. He was in Europe for a couple of years, like in England, and it was total time differences. But I'm like, yo, I sent you a beat, when you get a chance, record for it, and then he would send it over to me. And they're always really like janky recordings for us because I recorded in my room. He recorded wherever he was staying.
Yeah.
But we would just have to make it work and stuff like that. And we did that for 4 albums. And then the next 2, what we did was when he'd visit, I'd be like, all right, man, we're just recording all these songs that we're working on. 'Cause some songs I'm like, dude, there's just nothing I could do with this vocal right now.
Yeah.
So he would come and record my stuff. But even then, it would be while he's visiting from like the UK.
Right on. And he's back now, right?
Yeah. About 2 years ago, he came back, and he's doing reserve work, I believe, now. But he lives in San Leandro with me, so
right on.
Yeah, so it's ironic because we make less music. Because it's almost like we take it, almost like we take it for granted. But it's easier too, though. Like when we want to work on a song, it's just like, hey, come upstairs real quick, let's record this.
Yeah.
Opposed to like texting him, hey, I sent you a beat. When you get a chance, write to it. After that, when you get a chance, record it, and then email it to me or Dropbox it to me. But we just never stopped. So.
Damn, that's dedication.
This whole time we're into it. We're dedicated to it.
Yeah, dude, that's
what we love doing.
That's nice. It's always nice to hear people like just lose themselves in something.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, it's just one of those things that like even like when we were here last night, we were talking to our buddy John because he was part of the Skunkadelics and they're not doing shows right now.
Yeah,
and he's doing he was promoting himself solo, and he was like, dude, I need to do this. I'd go crazy if I wasn't doing it. So even though he's starting over with no band, and I was like, I feel the same way. Not in the sense that I'm starting over because I'm still part of a group. I'm still invested. Like I said, even if we get shows, that's what I want to do is our songs together and write solo stuff possibly, but it's not the huge priority. But at the same time, it's like I understood what he was saying when he was like, yeah, dude, I need to do this. Like I would go crazy if I wasn't doing it, or at least something with the music.
Yeah, like I told you before I started, like, dude, I'm like, I got that itch to scratch.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're not making it, you at least want to be talking about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You want to be a part of it somehow.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I miss everyone, dude.
Yeah.
I miss going out, listening to music, seeing just new blood come up and everything. Like, I remember seeing the Interrupters. Have you heard of them?
No.
They're a ska band that came out a couple of years ago, but they're produced by Tim Armstrong from Rancid.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is, yeah.
So... I remember seeing at Gilman, they were like not even headlining, they were opening a band. They like sold their like little demo CD for $1. It has like 3 songs, and now they're like opening for Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Rancid, doing festivals. And I'm like, dude, that was like 6 years ago. And look at them now. It's like, I can't believe I was part of that little scene blowing up.
That's crazy. Man, if Hobo Johnson gets any bigger, I'm going to feel bad because I wasn't a part of that moment. Because I was like, because seriously, I went to see one of the openers and I was like, I'm going home. Yeah. I was like, damn it. We were missing we call it the viral come-ups.
I wonder if he's small enough I get him out here.
Hey, dude, try to get him while you can, man.
Yeah. We'll go up to SAC. Go up to Oak Parks.
And I was like, hey, you out here? I heard you really out here, man.
Where you at, hobo? Get the wrong hobo.
This is another hobo.
I'm Hobo Jackson.
Stupid. Yeah.
And then, talking about music, I mean, like, where do you get that from? Like, where do you get the inspiration, the motivation, just to do it? Like, dude, what drives you, dude?
Like, I seriously, like, if I'm not making music or if I don't have anything like that I'm working on, I feel like I'm being lazy almost. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a trip. Like, if we have a project we finished, I have to have other stuff already working on. Like, every time we've had a release, because they're all small, it's like independent to our Facebook friends and family and stuff. It's never been big scale, But even then, like, as soon as it's done, I already got stuff I want to start working on. Mm-hmm. And, like, I never let it breathe. Yeah. Or even if I'm letting it breathe, I'm already focused on what's the next thing I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, what inspires me or whatever is just having to do it. And because also what I do is it's always represents where I'm at. Like the stuff I'm talking about is drastically different from the last project just because it's 2 years ago. Or we dropped it a year ago, but I was working on it the whole year before. You know what I mean? So even when I drop a project, some of the songs I might not even resonate with as much anymore because I was working on the song way after getting over whatever the conflict was and stuff. But it's kind of like it's almost like a journal to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kinda like I don't want to just have the pages from a year ago to reference. I want pages that are recent, and I want to talk about stuff from my mindset now. And then also it's kind of like getting stuff off my chest. Mm-hmm. Like I know we've talked about before, kind of like when people like vent on Facebook. Yeah, it's like a trip to me because I don't understand why like someone wants to do that, right? Like someone has a whole paragraph about someone who pissed them off. I'm just kind of like, seriously, like when I read it, I'm like, oh, they're begging for attention because they had it, But then I'm sitting here, I make a song where I'm super explicit about something, and being emotional, all that. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing the same thing. It's just a different medium, This is just a musical medium, of expressing myself and complaining about something, whereas someone just posted about it. Yeah, it's kind of like it's expressing myself.
But you're not really doing it for attention.
Yeah, I'm doing it either way. But at the same time, of course, I want attention to the music too. Then, you know what I mean? It's kind of like just different type of attention, I suppose. Yeah. I more or less want the attention, like, yo, look at the effort I put into this. Yeah. And hopefully, like, I always want my music to help someone. Like,
I feel it.
I've never had that moment because when you hear artists, like when people really get their music spread, hear people say, oh, this song helped me with that. Oh, that's what I want, like, because that's like really a big aim because I know other people have the same thoughts or feelings as I do about different things, whether it's a positive or a negative song, And even if it's like a negative song, it's still when you hear someone talking about like angry shit, or even like say the Hobo Johnson songs, a lot of the songs aren't, I guess, emotionally responsible. You know what I mean? He's not telling you what you should do when you feel like this. He's just expressing he feels that way.
Just coming out.
And there are people who feel, if they feel like an emotional wreck and they listen to it, it makes them feel better. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just want to be able to do that with music. That's why I want it to be heard as much.
I feel
as
it.
I do,
Yeah. I always, I had a saying growing up being like, as long as I help one person, that's all that matters.
Oh, dude, yeah.
This world sucks. We can't lie. You read the headlines, you read the news, you hear all the fucking shit that's happening. It's like, and we're just the little people in it all. Mm-hmm. Just gotta make the best time we got.
Yeah, just make it worthwhile.
Yeah, it's like you could brood and just complain about it, or you could fucking go out there and have fun.
Yeah, make art out of it too. Yeah,
I feel it.
That's definitely a big part of why I do it.
Yeah, good for you, dude. Proud of you.
I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, I remember when you were this big. Now you're still the same height, but
It's like, I guess, yeah, it doesn't work like that. But
you got skinny.
Yeah, dude, that was I had been making music for a while, but I didn't advertise it like that back then.
Yeah,
like, I think because I remember our group. It was me, you, was it Roya and John.
Yeah,
you remember the group?
Yeah.
I remember everything. So like, I'm saying,
we went up to Silver Creek, right? Was it Silver Creek?
Yeah, and Hayward.
Yeah.
I remember that. I kind of forgot about it, but when we were looking at all the animals and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember. Our project was about like an animal reserve, huh?
Yeah, because
Something like that.
I think the actual prompt of the project was you're pitching an idea to a billionaire.
Yeah, we
and
had have a whole speech about it. And each of us had to have a section, something like that.
I totally bullshitted the whole thing.
I just remember when we were doing that, I had released like one song.
Yeah,
it was funny because it was before I had gotten anywhere with our first actual project with A New Hope, like with my group. So one of the songs that was on that project, I dropped, but I didn't even have my buddy's verse on it because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't have an aim yet. I was just making stuff and learning to produce, and I just gotten a mic. And I remember dropping it, and I think like, we came to class, and because I was friends with you guys on Facebook for the class, and Roy was like, "I didn't know you rapped," and I was probably all bashful about it. I was like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting like, that's so not the way to promote to people. Like, yeah, dude. Like, did you like it? I was probably just like, wearing like.
You were a shy kid back then. I remember that.
I was to people I didn't know that well. Honestly, like,
I mean, most people are. You know?
But it's kind of like I've always been like a really loud, big personality and all that. But like in class, also wasn't into school at the time either. Yeah. So like a lot of times I wasn't having it, you know. And I was like, we were pretty like cool as a group, you know, because we were I think a group the whole class because it was like our table group. But like that was once I warmed up to people. But even then, I was still pretty. I'd say I was still pretty shy and stuff like that. But yeah.
That was fun. I miss that. I miss the good old times.
Yeah, I don't even remember the teacher's name.
Ruth Uchiyama.
Oh, shit. Damn, I don't remember the teacher's name. I remember I could name every teacher I had in high school, but Chabot, I'm just like, oh, man. I guess I just wasn't invested. It took me forever to even go back and finish it. I had one class for 4 years to finish, and I just finally went back and finished it. But back then, that was around the time I was like so not invested.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots changed since then, for sure.
Dude, we're all fucking old now.
Right?
But you're a couple of years younger than me, right? I think.
Yeah, I'm class of 09 for high school.
Okay, well, you're just 1 year younger. I'm always used to hang out with like young people.
Oh,
I mean, because you know the band I played with, they're all like
they're the ones who are still aspiring to make music, while the people our age are like slowing down on it and being like, "Yo, we're starting families now, man."
Yeah, I'm like, you guys got one more year, just wait.
I was like, just y'all wait. Reality will set in. All you guys will have a normal job, and this will be really hard to schedule.
It's already hard to schedule for me because I'm still in the group chat.
Oh, right. You get all that.
I just mute it, but like I'm like, you know, fuck it, I'll just stay in it.
Yeah, that's like the one advantage about being like in a duo. Mm-hmm. It's just one other person. It's just like, hey man, you free this day? No? Well, what day are you? Okay. Yeah. But it's like when I would talk to John and the Skunkadelics, I'm like, he'd have like, there's a minute where they had like 7 to 9 people, like fucking Slipknot. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, like, how do you schedule rehearsals with that many people? Like, no, there's no way you guys all have the same job. Like, like for real, there's times I'd see them on stage when they were like rolling deep. You know? Yeah. After a while, like, you know, some people would show up and some people wouldn't, and all that, depending on the show. But there's so many of them, it wasn't that big of a deal if one person wasn't there, unless it was like drums or bass or something. But, like, when I would see them like in full effect with all the people, I'm like, how do you guys schedule that? That alone must be a nightmare.
It's so fucking difficult. Like,
because you guys had 6 when you were in it, or
let's see, I
just remember the poster with the pool.
7. Someone didn't show up for the picture.
See what I'm talking about, dude.
We're gonna Photoshop him, but I was like, that's too much work.
When I got that poster, I wasn't even able to go to the show. Yeah, because I worked nights at the time. Mm-hmm. But my buddy Thomas in A New Hope, he went to the show. I was like, bro, give me a CD. I was like, dude, give me a CD, dude, because like I know the dude in the band. Yeah. And I was like, I want to get a CD, and he's like, oh, I got you a poster too. I was like, oh, sick.
Who would have thought we would have put up posters? So narcissistic of us.
I don't got like at beginning levels. Like, yeah, we're putting out posters.
I think it was the reason why we got it because it was like free when we ordered the CDs.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, we get free posters. Like, fuck it. Let's just...
Yeah. I mean, I got it. You know, people got the posters.
Yeah.
Posters, pins. I've never released any of that stuff. We had stickers, and we meant to get them like, you know, like the size of the ones you guys got over there.
Yeah.
And something happened, man. They're like business cards size. And I was like, shit, man, this is so small. So we put them at the Gilman, but it's like, man, you could totally walk right past it and not notice it.
You really got to concentrate and focus on everything they got there.
Yeah, dude, they got everything, you know. Stickers. There's so much history up in there, dude.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, dude. It's I think Dead Kennedys opened it up.
Dead Kennedys.
I think they opened it up Gilman back.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah, Green Day back then. Was the Offspring play there too?
No? I think so.
They might have.
I think they did back in the day.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking of like the old bands and stuff. Because it's crazy. Because it's kind of like that's just like the local place that we had or have not had have to like perform at. But like I met a dude from Canada one time. He's like, "Yo, dude, I'm so glad to be here." It was like a hip hop night. Like hip hop nights do not roll as deep as your guys' like punk and ska nights, dude. Like you guys are packed. Hip hop. I heard the most recent one was packed, but like anyone I've been to, you know, it's just like it's a good like handful of people. But like one dude was like, you know, from Canada, and he's like, "Yo, dude, I'm so like it's so cool to be here." And I'm like, man, this is just the place I got up the street.
Yeah, I felt like sometimes we took it for granted.
Yeah.
There's so much history there. It's I believe it's the longest running punk club.
Yeah, I'll bet.
In the United States. I'm not sure in the world, but I know for sure in the United States.
It's like longer than CBGBs and all that, man. The Gilman's bigger.
CBGB closed too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know who told me that fact too?
Who?
Our old teacher.
That's hella random. The speech teacher?
Yeah, our speech teacher. She told us, or she told me at least. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
That's hella random. I never would have pictured her listening to that too, or knowing that much.
Yeah, she's an interesting character.
Yeah,
she's really cool. I don't know where she's at now. I think she moved out to the Midwest or somewhere.
Oh, seriously, she's not even at Chabot anymore?
Nah, yeah, because I remember she taught at SF State too, along with Chabot.
Yeah.
So when I went to SF State, I would always run into her.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, she's a cool cat.
We talk about punk music and all that, and talk about speeches.
Yeah, she's like this 50-year-old, 60-year-old lady.
I'd say what that class actually did help me though. I'd say with like talk. I mean, of course, the speech class, of course, but it's kind of like I just remember like it tripped me out when I realized that like everyone could be afraid of like personal speaking or public speaking.
Yeah,
because it was just us. We're like 30 people, 20 people. So after a while, you're comfortable. Like after a while, it's kind of like. Slowly don't really care what someone's thinking. He's like, I know them now. Yeah. But there were still like grown adults who were like freaking out up there, and I was kind of like, dang, like yeah. Everyone. I thought it was just because I was younger, and I remember like she helped. I think she helped a lot with just even like now like talking to you, like taking breaks and stuff like that. It's a trip how a class that I just took to fill a requirement. I'm thinking about like, no, that did help a bit.
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
I remember when we had the class, I remember the dude Jonathan in our group. I told him, I was like, dude, it was like, that dude, I'll bet you believes in flat earth shit, dude. I'm not trying to talk shit, but he had the craziest conspiracies. But I remember asking him one time, I was like, hey, dude, so do I look nervous? He's like, no, you look chill. I was like, I'm freaking out on the inside, dude. And I was like, I'm so nervous, but I guess I'm quiet enough in this class that it seems like I'm chill.
Yeah. But you are right, though, because I remember he tried to tell me to get Tom's deodorant because it didn't have aluminum.
No, dude, I remember I was past it when he dead serious was like, yo, they got machines under the ocean. They are the ones, the government causes the earthquakes. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like maybe, like I'm not down there, but I don't think so. And he was dead serious. He was like, no, dude, we control that. And I was like,
turns out he's part right with the fracking.
Shit. But then, yeah, I just remember he had crazy, like, this. And I was like, why are we talking about this? We're working on a project about an animal reserve. And my man would just be dropping conspiracies left and right.
The two I got from him were the aluminum deodorant and the fluoride in the water.
I don't remember that one. I remember he had one about, he would go on like a conspiracy tangent and then just go on about how glass bottled sodas tasted better than like canned ones. Probably about the whole aluminum thing. Yeah. But I was kind of like, well, yeah, man, they do taste kind of good. But then I'm thinking like, were they like the Mexican Cokes with like the better sugar and stuff? Like that might be why too.
Well, from I lived a long life so far, but apparently it calcifies your pineal gland, which is your third eye.
Oh shit! Damn. Well, maybe he was dropping more knowledge than we give him credit for.
Maybe, dude.
That's crazy.
I miss that guy. He was fun to talk to.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah,
but both of them, they're both pretty funny.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what happened to Roy, because she was in the army.
I'm like friends with. I have not like interacted with her since that class, but like when you add on Facebook, like because like I've been friends with you and her on Facebook, and it's just I'm like I just see posts with her daughter all the time and shit like that.
I think she deleted me off of her friend.
Oh really?
Calling you out, Roya. She's never gonna listen to this.
It's like a podcast full of old shit, just bringing up hella old shit.
Dude, yeah, that's what I love about this, because I like talking about music and stuff. But we catch up, bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And
we do all this other stuff.
We still that's what's like the trip about like we knew each other because like a Chabot class, but it's like when we're talking about music, we know about the same venues and the same people and stuff. Even making different genres, we still know.
It's crazy and how connected we are.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, no. I mean, you recorded right next door.
Dude,
Dude,
that's what tripped. Okay, so not only that is I knew about this show for a long time because it was John's first solo show. So I'm like, I've been recording. When I was recording, I was just mixing it. I recorded at home. Yeah, some like bedroom recording shit. But I spent the past 2 weeks going there for a couple of days, like 5 to 6 hours a day, just getting my shit mixed and mastered because I've never done that. I've only ever done it myself and put it out. And I just wanted that next level of quality.
Yeah.
And so, like, I met that dude through a show from another acquaintance from Nick at the Gilman. And then I'm working on that. And when I was talking to you the other day, you sent me the address, and it just looked super familiar. And I was like, I'm just going to look at the map. And I was like, oh, dude, it's, like, right over there, like, same exit as the studio. And I started zooming in, and I was like, it's fucking right next to the studio. And then, so, last night, I don't know if you said it was our studio, and I didn't really make the connection. So when John was texting me, I wasn't gonna come through. I was gonna stay in for the night. Then I started getting guilty. I was like, man, I gotta go. And he texted me the address. I was like, I was like, damn, this is crazy,
dude. Yeah, I mean, small world, but big world.
I know. Well, it's just, I mean, I feel kind of cool about it because it's like at least the local music scene is still people I knew anyways, you know. Because even like the Skunkadelics, half of those were high school friends. Yeah, that's how I know them. You know, John, David, Funchin, and the drummer James. I knew all of them before any of us made music. You know, so it's just kind of like it's just a trip.
Yeah,
know?
I think Shark Punch just pulled up a new trumpet player from there too. Andy.
Oh, Andy's in Shark Punch now?
Yeah.
Oh, her and Andy are friends from Chabot.
Oh, right on. Never met the dude.
Andy plays for his old band now.
You never met him.
We never met him.
I'm gonna try to get him on here too. Like, Andy, because he's in the group chat too. I'm like, hey Andy, I don't know you, but want to be on the show?
Yeah, I don't. I think they met him through Chabot, so he wasn't from our high school, right?
Okay.
No. I met him. Hello, hi, it's working. I met Andy at Chabot.
But yeah, but even then, like you're saying,
go up, yeah.
You're like you're saying. I met you at Chabot for school. I met all them through high school, and none of it was music related.
It's crazy.
Here we are still making music and still knowing each other. It's cool. Like, it's cool to network.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, because the music scene is typically, from what I know, at least in the Bay, it's kind of weak.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's getting a lot better.
I think it just with people networking, and I think even with, I mean, people, I think, step outside of their genres. Because, I mean, like I said, I'm just now meeting people in hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all it was is always people like, hey, you make beats? Like, oh, let me use one. And all it ever was me sending one, and then people never use it. Know who fucking I've given beats to, like, 3 times that you know is Michael Triana. Went to your old high school.
Oh, Michael Triana?
Dude,
he's a teacher now, isn't he?
I've given that dude beats 3 times. And, like, sometimes because... He, like on social, I met him at Chabot.
Yeah.
At like a creative writing class, and he'll post like poems or like raps or whatever, and I'll be, hey man, if you ever want to make a song, dude, I'll give you a beat because I don't even sell my beats. I'm just like, oh here, have them. And so like back in the day, probably around the time, like shortly after our class, I was like, hey, if you want something, oh yeah, send them to me. And another time, I think he had sent, and then one time he hit me up like within a year or so ago, and I still send him stuff, and I was like, man, it's always people who like aren't really making the art already. You know,
Yeah.
they write. You know, people write or have an idea, but it's not someone. Like if I talk to someone who's performing at the Gilman who's already making their own songs, stuff like that. So I'm just now getting used to that. My circles have been like I said, people in ska bands and reggae bands and shit like that, you know. So, but at the same time, that's how I know all these people.
Yeah.
From friends at the Skunkadelics is how I met the booker at Gilman. Is how I met the other hip hop people who I'm just meeting. You know what I mean? And I think like if we have a music scene that steps out of just hip hop or just punk and stuff like that, we could even, you know, have a more thick network.
Yeah.
You know, because even like I was saying, when you go to the ska nights or punk nights, dude, it's packed with people, and it's also probably because they're not into hip hop as much. You know, it depends on the. But at the same time, in the Bay, everyone likes some hip hop. But you go to the hip hop nights, it's for us usually it's who's watching us is whoever came to see us and the other artists. Yeah. And that's how it is for them too. So it's kind of like once, you know, because after you perform, your friends are like, yeah, I got to go home, man. It's either Friday night I'm doing something or like the last one was the Sunday night. They're like, yo, I got to go to bed. Yeah. And then like, you know, they leave and then like the friends from that next artist comes up and then they're like, oh, I got to go. Yeah. So it's kind of like the artists themselves, we got to be kind of each other's fans, you know? And that's why like, when I almost didn't come to John's show last night, I was like guilty about it, you know. I was like, man, you know, I want to. And then we seriously had dinner, and I was like, oh, like I want to go, but like, and then she was like, we're going, you know, let's go. And I was like, all right,
good job.
You know, this helps, yeah. Because I mean, even at the beginning, my most recent show was a rapper named One Word. He's the one who set it all up at the bar in Alamo or Albany. I keep forgetting the names. Right by Berkeley. I fucking opened for him at our first Gilman show. Yeah. Didn't stick around for his set. I felt hella bad later because I remember the name, and there our buddy Nick was like, "Oh, reach out to this dude. He books a lot of shows. Yeah. He even does little tours and stuff. You know, he's a good person to talk to." So I hit him up. I'm like, "Hey, I'm part of this group. I'm looking for shows. Let me know if you have an opportunity. We'll take it." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we did a show at the Gilman together." And I was like, "God damn it, yeah, we did." And I was like, "Yeah, we did." And I hella left before his set, and I was like, "Man, I was upset because I work at 4 a.m. too." Yeah. So Friday shows are hard. Yeah. Because Friday and Sunday shows are the only ones we get, and those are both hard for opposite reasons. Yeah. Either I'm still up or I gotta wake up tomorrow morning. And so like Friday shows, I go there and I'm still tired. I don't take a nap because I don't want to be drowsy or anything like that. It's like I'm there, I'm tired. We do our set. I sometimes I'm like, hey, can we open? Like, I don't even want to like be getting more tired. Like just throw us up there first. Yeah. And then we'll stick around for some acts. But then sometimes I'm like, man, I haven't had dinner yet, or I'm getting tired. I want to go to bed. And it's like you want to be like that dude, that other artist who sticks around to the end. But like that night I didn't. Yeah. So when we did the show, when he booked us a show, I was like, I have to stay. Yeah. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, what time do you think you go on? And he was like, oh, I'm thinking about 10 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, cool. We were the second ones up. And then he had 2 more. Man, he went on like at 11:30. And I had I'm still had to get from Berkeley to home. And I still had to work at 4 a.m. So I had like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Yeah. But I was like, told him, I was like, dude, I had to stay, man. Like I wasn't there for, like I felt bad because I didn't stay and watch your show last time. And you booked me a show. So like, I got to.
Yeah, that's one of the golden rules, in my opinion. Yeah. Just you got to stay for the whole show. Yeah, unfortunately, that's part of it.
Yeah, and it's hard. That's the hardest part. I can practice and perform my songs. Mess up here and there, of course, but like that's not the hard part. The hard part's like it's not even like that I don't want to either. It's just tired or hungry. Like I get hangry too.
Dude, so I slept at 8:30 yesterday. On 420. This party started last night. Started at 8. I fell asleep 30 minutes later.
That's adult shit right there. Right? Dude, going to bed at 8 o'clock, man. I go to bed 7:30, 8 o'clock on weeknights. Yeah, I gotta wake up. And then, but yeah, like it's hard. Like I remember there were nights that me and my buddy Thomas went to like a Gilman show just to support, or Nick's band was playing. I'm like, this is the dude who's getting us all the shows. We should go to his.
What's his band again?
It was Crowd 9.
Yeah, Crowd 9.
Yeah, so we wanted to go see that. And luckily, they were like in the middle of the set. I'm like, all right, don't have to wait too late. Yeah. But man, we probably looked hella depressed because we were like sitting down in the corner, like heads down between sets because we both worked together.
Yeah.
So we both were up since 4 a.m, tired as hell, and we go then. But that's what happens too is, it's almost like favoritism on those shows because I'm not even performing, so I gotta come see the act I wanted to see. Then I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I get a lot more guilty when it's my show.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Did you watch that HBO documentary on Dr. Dre and
No, I wanted to. The one
Tommy,
with him, the one with him and Jimmy Iovine.
Jimmy Iovine.
I haven't watched. I wanted to.
Dude,
I almost bought it. It's on DVD. I almost bought it one time. We were at Walmart, and then she was getting something. I was like, oh, I'll get this, and then she's like, oh, I'm not getting it anymore. I was like, I don't want to wait in line.
It's a really, really good doc. I would highly recommend it for any music person.
Yeah, I like watching a lot of different documentaries and stuff. I've been watching like those Netflix ones where they went over T.I. and Logic. Totally different artists, but T.I., Logic, Rhapsody, and stuff like that. And it's just
What's that called? What's that?
Rhapsody? It's a female rapper.
No, I mean the documentary.
I don't remember the name of it. It's one of the most recent Netflix releases, though.
I'm gonna look that up.
It's like it's like an hour episode per person. So you got there's like a shared one with Nas and Dave East. And then there's like a Rhapsody one, a Logic one, a G-Eazy one. I think that was the first one. I was like, I just want to watch the Bay Area one real quick. But it's just interesting, you know.
Yeah, because you.
It's called Rapture.
Rapture.
Yeah. Creative.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, it's really interesting. But I like even there's like one Foo Fighters documentary.
Oh shit.
That's super cool to watch. I don't make rock music.
Yeah.
I like Foo Fighters. I listen to them, but it's kind of like still relatable, still super interesting. You know.
Yeah, I mean, as I got older, you kind of see people, and the superstars are where they're at. Like Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and all them. And it's like, how the hell did they get there? And it's like, they put in the fucking work.
Yeah,
they put in the fucking work.
I still sit there and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm ever gonna put that much work. It's kind of like, man, that's why I'm like a healthy medium between where I'm at now and like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a whole like I've been reading this book. It's called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business.
I see
by
that book.
Donald's. I can't remember the dude's last name.
I saw that at Barnes & Noble last week.
Yeah, and they're on the 9th edition, and like I got it because I was watching another documentary. It was an interview with Chance the Rapper's manager. Okay. And he just said that when they were first coming up, he was barely in the music scene. It was really new to him. So they're both learning stuff, and they read that book. So I was like, you know what? I'm over here venturing out, making an EP by myself and stuff like that. I'm doing something new. I was like, I kind of want to do more. So I read this book. I'm almost done. But it's like, it's so insightful and interesting where it's kind of like almost helps you make a decision of like, well, where do you want to be with this music shit? Like, for a long time, of course, you're like, when you're growing up, like, oh, I want to be famous. I want to be that dude. And, and then it's kind of like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I was saying the other day, I was like, I don't even know if I really want that. Well, now I'm reading the book. It's kind of like, you know what? I want to make music. I want to be known for it, but I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want, you know what I mean? Because it's not even just with fame and stuff like that. It's just the amount of time you got to put into that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're not there for your family. You're not there. You're not even like, all these artists talk about they love their hometown stuff. You're not there. You're not like, dude, you're over here talking about how much you love the Bay or your home or people in love New York. But man, you're not even there most of the time. So I was like thinking about it, I'm just. But at the end of the day, I've always done it. I've always done it with the idea that I'm probably not going to be super successful with it, Yeah. And that's never stopped me from making more music. So it's like a comfortable place.
Yeah, you're doing it for the right reason.
Yeah, but it was it was really insightful to read because like the documentaries help with that too. But it's like when I'm reading, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I don't like, it's kind of like I want. Of course, I'm always gonna make music and I'm always gonna promote it, and I always want the most amount of people to pay attention to it. Always. Yeah. But I'm not doing it for a career, Yeah. And it's kind of like that's like a big thing about the balancing, your time and stuff like that. Because I even get kind of guilty. It's like, man, I could be working overtime right now and stuff like that. But I'm working on the song because this is my outlet and stuff like that. But yeah.
I think from that Defiant Ones documentary, the one thing I got out of it was Dr. Dre said, making music is a young man's game.
It is.
And it totally is, because I'm like, what the fuck does he mean by that? And I had to sit and think about it. I'm like, fuck, it is.
Dude, I'm old as hell for a rapper. Dude, like by my age, if you're not established yet, dude, like most of the time it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like looking at the rappers that are my age are like 4 albums deep.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Whether it's independent or not, it's like they're in their careers, you know? And then all the rappers who are at my level or even actually getting success, they're way younger. And then I know that's rap, you know, like it's definitely not ageist, but like definitely a young man's game. But any genre, because even more so with bands and stuff, you have to practice even more. Because you're playing instruments. You know, it's one thing to remember your words and have your beat playing because you made it and you just always have a play. You got to be on time with everyone else, so you need more practice time. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and it's kind of like when you're having a family and stuff like that, it's harder to do.
Fuck yeah.
You know, like, you know what I mean? I mean, you do know what I mean. It's kind of like and another thing was I was talking about the other day was the dude One Word who got me the most recent show. He was interviewed when he was on a Seattle Portland kind of tour and some California shows, and someone interviewed him and it was really interesting because he was talking about he's a teacher. Because at first I was kind of like, man, how's he have the time to just take like a week off from tour? And I was like, oh, it's spring break right now. He's probably has the time off.
Yeah.
And but he was talking about that balance of like, you know, he has I'm pretty sure he's married but doesn't have kids yet. He's still making music and he's still pursuing that. And it's just like it's like two heavy things you really got to balance. It's kind of like, especially when you're not sure what you want to choose, you know. And I think from stuff like that and reading that book, because I was kind of like, man, I'm always gonna make music. Yeah, always. You know, even if I make like one song a year, I'm always gonna be working on something. But I just do it because I love it, and it's kind of like at the moment, I'm more comfortable with it now than I ever was.
That's good.
Because before of course, like I said, I always want people to hear it. Now, and I still get bummed out, like when I put something out.
Yeah.
Because like me and my buddy put out a New Hope song like a couple weeks ago, and you know we get a couple of likes, and you're just like, oh, well, we worked on that. We worked kind of hard on that, and, you know. And then it's same with this. Like I'm dropping an EP next week. I'm like, I don't know how much, even just within a social group of people I know, I don't know how much people are gonna like really care about it.
Yeah.
But you know, so it's still like, you know, sensitive about stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, at the end of the day, I know I would have done this regardless, you know, and I'm more comfortable with that. Whereas for a long time, I was like, my proving myself wasn't that I want to prove myself that I could make this music and that I enjoy it and I can make good quality music. It was proving myself that I was like, oh, I want to be something with it. Yeah. You know, and I would be upset that I wasn't. And I'm a lot more comfortable with that nowadays, which is kind of nice. Yeah. You know, it's more relaxing. More content, I guess.
Yeah, you know, I think one that just, you know, that's growing up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, just, you know, and then knowing like knowing yourself better and what you know, what it's for. Yeah, the values. It's for you. It's not for anyone else. And that's what I love, you know, just growing up and being like, you know, fuck it. I don't do it for the likes or the fame or anything. I just want to play music. Yeah. I think one of my, what I love is when I used to play with my old band, not knocking on my Shark Punch band, but like my buddies, I played music for like 7 years.
Hold up, was that the Just Like the Movies one?
Yeah, it was the core because we'd it was always the three of us, but we'd always rotate singers.
It wasn't that band though.
It was, I guess you could say it was that band. It's just the singers always rotated out. But it was the three of us, the drummer, Paul Morrison, Forbes, and me.
Man, I thought I was name dropping real quick. I was like, yeah, I remember.
But yeah, you're pretty.
The Jurassic Park logo, I remember.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was those guys without the singer because that singer was weird.
We just stopped talking shit about old people.
Right. But you know, we would get in the moment of jamming, and we'd played music for so long, is that we knew each other so well that you would just get in this weird lock groove jam, and you would just. I can't explain it. You would just like we would lose ourselves in it, and it'd be like, you know, we get this weird ass feeling, and just like that was just like the most beautiful thing you'd ever heard. Like we'd be crying.
Oh man, I've never had that level, but man, like it's just like that performing too. Because you know, like when I'm practicing with my buddy Thomas, it's really for A New Hope. It's really it's kind of like down to business when we practice, because when we're, it's really, we make a beat, we write, that's the recording process, and we, record it. And then later, when we book a show, we should be practicing when we don't have shows booked, but usually we're so busy, it's like when we book a show, all right, it's time to practice. So it's more like get down to business. We got to, make sure our shit's okay. At least we sound good enough. Should be perfect, but even then, like, if it's a newer song, we'll fuck up, and we just got to be okay with that too, because everyone fucks up here and there. But we're just much more down to business and finding the things that we suck at the moment, and fixing it. But when we're performing, it's kind of like that's where the more passionate part is. Yeah, because even when we're practicing, I'm still acting like I'm on stage and all that, but I'm more focused on what do I need to fix? What do I need to fix? So by the time that we can perform, I already have it fixed, and I'm not as worried about it. That's what I gotta try to do, and that's where I get that feeling, because it's kind of like sometimes I'm like, man, I probably look kind of crazy sometimes. Especially because my buddy, he's a little more chill. Like he's rapping and stuff. He's moving around, but I just be getting help. I'm like all sweaty and shit. But I'm like hella into it, because I'm seriously like I lose myself. It's just in in the moment of just putting it out there. Like not only do I want people to hear it, I want people to see the passion I have for this. Yeah.
You gotta lose yourself.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Like the Eminem song.
He was on to something. That white boy.
He might have been kind of right. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, man. When just like you're just enjoying yourself, and you're just like, because I swear, like when we're practicing, if we're practicing for a 20-minute set, it feels like 20 minutes. Yeah. When we perform, it feels like fucking 2 minutes. Yeah, I know what you mean. So quick. You're like, what the damn? You're like, man, I've been stressing about the show for 2 months. All day I've been stressing about it. Go up there and like, all right, go up, all right, and then go back down. Like, what the fuck was that?
You watch Futurama?
Nah, dude, no.
There's the main character who was writing a speech. He's like, it took me 3 hours to write. I thought it'd take me 3 hours to read.
That's the thing, though, dude. Like, you spend months working on a song. It's only going to take 3 minutes for someone to hear.
I know a lot of work goes into it. Not a lot of people really realize it. Yeah. But, they fucking vibe to it. It's fucking the best feeling in the world. I miss that. But, I'm doing that with my son now.
Oh, yeah?
So, like...
How old is he now?
9 months.
9 months? Okay.
So, like the little toys I have, there's like these 5, like... little keyboard notes essentially.
So I'll be like green, red, those ones.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, I got 5 notes. Let's play some music.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude.
Like, I'm just trying to pass on like, the fun lovingness of music to him, because it's awesome. And like even like with reading Dr. Seuss books to him, I'll put on some like lo-fi hip hop beats in the background. And like I'm trying to get into it, but the one problem is that that breaks the groove, flipping the page. It's like, fuck.
No, dude, it's totally fun, because they're when kids are like that young. Well, I mean, 9 months is hella young. Yeah. But even like when they're like, say in elementary and stuff, they're except for like the crazy YouTube kids who like can play Santana hella well. Like it's just a normal kid. Like they're not in a band or anything like that. They don't even have really aspirations, but they're totally into it. They're interested and they enjoy it. Like I have 3 adopted siblings, and like a year or so ago, I remember I brought my laptop, my speakers, my MIDI keyboard, and my mic, and then I knew it wasn't like the right environment to be recording in, because I'm just in a living room, it's echoey and stuff. But I was like, it's just for fun, and I was like having them record like just like a 1 word or 2 word little saying and stuff, and I would loop it and like I would sample it and stuff like that, and they thought it was like the coolest shit. They're like, whoa, what I mean? And like, sorry, I made a beat right there. I'm showing them how I can choose different instruments. Like, they're like, oh, that's cool. Then I'm like, all right, you, when you say it, it's like, oh yeah. And so one of them says, and then you say, that's right. That's right. And I had all 3 of them do something. And like I'm working around, like, all right. And then I was like, all right, hold up, I'm gonna rap over this. Don't tell Mom I was cussing. Because then I rapped it, and then like we'll play it back, and like and they thought it was super cool. Yeah, but you can't just. It's not the same as when you go to like an adult's house. Like, hey, bro, say oh yeah, watch what I can do with it. They're like, they're not gonna be like as interested. But with kids,
they have that innocence and be like, this is like the coolest thing I've ever experienced. I'm like, that's cool. Damn right it is.
And it's cool. It's cool to provide that for them too.
Yeah, just I mean, we're like I said, we're growing up. We see all the things, the shittiness in the world, and they haven't yet.
They just don't quite know.
Just you wait. But it's it's good to show them that they're still good in this world.
Yeah.
And that way, when they get older, they can reflect on those good times and be like, you know what?
And what's crazy too is like that's a solid outlet.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, even how I know how us and most, not everyone, but like a lot of people use it as an outlet just emotionally.
Yeah.
Or to get out stress. Even like how like when I was saying it's kind of like a journal almost. You know, it's crazy to know, but like you're showing your son like how to play a couple of notes on a keyboard, but you never know, man, dude. When he's an adult, when he's going through shit, when kids get to a certain age, they're exposed to narcotics or drinks, drinking and stuff like that. That might not be as good of an outlet as playing music might be. For all you never know. And like, could you imagine like just knowing that like, I gave my kids an overall outlet that's much better for them.
Thank you. And then think about that.
Yeah. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
Because we understand how serious a musical outlet is to someone emotionally.
Oh hell yeah!
And to support them, and just knowing that, even if people grow up, I drank for a long time and stuff like that, but like even knowing that at the end of the day, I know music's more important, and giving them that kind of like support, I guess is the word, or something to fall back on that helps them. That's not detrimental to their health. That's a good thing. It's a special thing.
Hell yeah.
One
moment, let me see how much time I got left on the
no problem. So I totally ran out of time in the middle of that.
we got like 15 minutes.
All right, cool
So we'll wrap it up soon.
All right.
But yeah, dude, like side topic though, like your snap. Well, at least I'm not on Snapchat anymore. But when I was, your snaps were pretty fun to watch.
I get that a lot, man. I just try. It's like the Facebook thing, man. I don't want to make like snaps or posts that are like sad or like sometimes I'm mad. But even then, if I'm mad, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. So it's still kind of funny. Like I don't know. I like being funny, and I'm a very obnoxious person. I like to think. So it's kind of like, I like to be funny on Snapchat for sure.
Dude, they're the best because I would be like go on my girl. I'm like, look at this.
Dude, I've heard that before. Like, and it'd be like someone I hadn't seen since high school. I go to a party, and the dude's like. He's like, man, like I show my girl your snaps all the time. Like, and it would be like with my siblings. I do something funny. I'm annoying them, or I get them to do something funny. And he'd be like, man, who are those kids? I'm like, oh, they're my siblings, man. Around high school, like my mom adopted these 3 kids, and they're a huge part of my life. And I was like, I'm always snapping them. He's like, dude, I'm always showing my girlfriend, like, oh, look what he did this time. And I'm like, sick. Oh, my username? Persuadeo, same as my music name, which is Persuade with an O at the end.
Persuadeo?
Yeah, Persuadeo is how I pronounce it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's grammatically correct. I don't know.
Fuck it, language is fluid.
Yeah, it was really like a Instagram name I had as a joke. And for a long, because I mean, any artist name, if it's like, especially in rap, it's ridiculous or like immature somehow. Like all the little names are ridiculous,
Yeah.
So like I never chose like a name. I'm like, oh, this is a cool rapper name. So after a while, I was like, man, sorry, my Instagram name is kind of unique, somewhat enough to where if I search it, it'll come up. Where A New Hope does not help being a Star Wars movie. So it just kind of eventually that's just what it was.
Is it A New Hope 2009? Is that what it is?
What is that? A New Hope 2007.
Okay.
Yeah, 2007. That's the YouTube channel. So shout that out real quick. SoundCloud is A New Hope, or SoundCloud / A New Hope -1. Like I said, New Hope is popular and was used, and that's where you can find my solo stuff. And then I cannot remember what Bandcamp is, but
we'll find it.
But yeah, after all those promotions, April 25th, EV coming out. But yeah, back to the snaps. Yeah, just have fun with it. I like to joke around a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, New Hope 2007 .bandcamp or just Bandcamp? All right, .bandcamp.
It's a lot better than X, A New Hope, X little egger.
Exactly.
420 at the end of it.
It's like, man, I was in high school and I made it.
All right, I guess my last question I want to ask you is like, what the fuck does music mean to you? I mean, we talked about the whole thing, what it means to you, but like, can you sum it up in like one sentence, 2 sentences?
What does it mean to me? Like me personally?
Yeah.
Like I'd say the most preferable form of expression for me.
Right on.
You know, because I'm an emotional person, man. I was definitely sensitive. I'm and even like with joking, like I try, like even if I'm not being funny, like I want to be funny. I want to make people laugh. I want to make people feel positive, and if they're feeling down, I don't want them to feel more down.
Yeah.
I don't think Adele's making music like, yo, you feeling sad about some breakup shit? Well, you're gonna feel more sad. Like, it's more, it's the aim is more like relatable. Like, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like that's how I want to express myself and how I want to get outlets out, and it's like my most preferable way to do that. Because like I said, if I'm emotional, I don't want to. If I'm upset about something, of course it's more appropriate and more preferable than instead of popping off is making a song that's beneficial to others, hopefully, as well as it's beneficial to others where if they listen to it, they can relate to it. That's beneficial. It's also beneficial to where I'm pissed off. I'm not like popping off to someone, ruining someone else's day because of my shit, So that's what it is a lot to me. And shit sounds beautiful, man. Music, just it sounds good.
Yeah, I feel it. One more question. Like, why not something else? Why not painting? Why not?
It's just, that's what I care about. That's just what it's what I'm drawn to.
Right on. Can't explain it.
You know what I mean? Like, I've never liked sports. That'd be a great way to get out aggression, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just never cared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get why people, and I 100% understand why people love it. I just don't care, dude. Painting, I'm interested in it. Look, I used to draw a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But once I got into music, I was like, and I was like, drawing is fun, man. But I like this a lot more. It's just
100 times better.
Yeah, it's just like a magnet. It's just what I'm drawn to.
Right on.
That's why.
All right, dude. Your EP drops out.
My EP drops April 25th. I don't know if this podcast is out by then. Get ready. If it's out after, hey man, it's already out. Check it out. It's definitely gonna be on SoundCloud, SoundCloud/ANewHope-1. Definitely gonna be on Bandcamp, which is ANewHope.bandcamp. Damn it, my manager here. NewHope2007.bandcamp. It'll be on YouTube as well, which is A New Hope 2007. That's the channel.
Right on.
And yeah,
right on, man.
All right, I appreciate you having me, man. It's
appreciate
a good way
you
to help
coming.
me promote my stuff and a cool conversation to have, man.
Hell yeah, dude. It was fun.
Cool catching up.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Let's get... Y'all hear that? That was a high five and a pound.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Audiolosophy. Thank you to our sponsors, Zetnom Sounds and True Force Fitnesswears. Remember to use that promo code AudioForce for 10% off at True Force Fitnesswear. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Again, thank you for joining me on my adventure through this crazy world we call life. Remember, folks, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.